Chapter 26, Passages. Vivi sank into the freezing water. The lake swallowed her whole, pressure crushing against her skin. She forced her eyes to stay open. The fiend was below her, drifting deeper. Vivi tried to follow, but the pressure was too strong. She grabbed a rocky ledge and pulled herself down. A piranha darted at her from the side. Vivi flinched and almost inhaled water. She swatted at the fish. Lucius sharpened her nails into claws. The piranha's teeth locked against them. Vivi slashed with her free hand and killed it. Lucius drew in a small wisp of ether. Down, Vivi screamed in her thoughts. She dragged herself deeper after the fiend's blurry shape. Then the fiend vanished. It slipped straight into the ledge. Vivi hesitated only for a moment. She swam after it and found a hole. A crawlspace, dark. The only light came from two glowing pink eyes. The fiend wasn't luring her anymore. It looked panicked and kicked at Vivi's face. The kick was weak. The water was far worse. Vivi's lungs burned. Her body went numb. Her ears felt ready to burst. The pressure pushed her upward. The fiend needed air too. It turned and swam forward. Vivi followed. Light ahead. The tunnel opened into another lake. Vivi shot upward, swatting aside another piranha as she rose. Her head broke the surface. She gasped for air, chest heaving. Her eyes stung until her vision finally cleared. She spotted the nearest shore and swam toward it. Vivi crawled onto the dirt and collapsed, coughing up water. Her fingers were pale and stiff, but she was alive. The cave around her glowed faintly. Black roses bloomed between clean, glassy crystals. Long icicle-like crystals hung from the ceiling, scattering soft light. Everything here was smoother and untouched compared to the dungeon above. Water splashed behind her as piranhas fought in the lake. Vivi stared nervously at the ripples. The blue cloaks had seen her jump in. At any moment they could appear. No one came. Silence filled the cave. A cold shiver hit her. She was soaked through her raincoat. She coughed again. "We made it," Lucius whispered, amazed. He drifted out of her core, eyes wide. "There is so much ether here." "Where's the fiend?" Vivi asked. "Did she get eaten?" "No, she's up there, glaring." Vivi looked up. On the far side of the lake, a small crawlspace poked from the wall. The fiend stood on it, staring at her with a grimace. "I knew following her was smart," Lucius said. "The small ones always know the good paths." "I don't think she wanted us to follow her," Vivi thought. "Thank you," Vivi called. "We're not here to hurt you. I'm Vivi. What's your name?" The fiend stuck out her tongue, turned around and disappeared into the tunnel. Vivi sighed. "Not a friend, I guess." "Forget her," Lucius said, excitement rising. "Look at this place." "Where are we?" Vivi asked. "I think this is the jackpot. So much ether and no demons nearby." Vivi understood. The plants, the crystals, the untouched beauty. This place had been isolated for a long time. Was this the hidden dungeon behind the double doors? Whatever it was, survival came first. "The blue cloaks saw me dive in," Vivi said. "They know you exist. Our secret's out." "They won't tell the stewards," Lucius said. "Gang problems stay inside the gangs, I think." "I'm freezing," Vivi said through shivers. "I need to dry off. If I get sick, we're finished." "Ether keeps you healthy, but you're right. We have enemies now. They'll try to kill us every chance they get, so we have to get strong enough to beat them." Vivi hugged her arms tight. She missed warmth. She missed Grandpa's tea. Even hot water felt like a distant luxury. The dungeon had other plans. Lucius's ears twitched. His eyes locked onto the tunnel ahead. Vivi sensed it too, ether sizzling in the air. A faint mist crept closer. The monster stepped into view. Heavy, slow, a stone leaf, like the one from Ven's camp but stronger. Its body glowed with more ether. "A tank monster," Lucius said. "About 500 ether. Alone, we can beat it." The creature lumbered closer. Vivi studied it, thick stone vines, heavy arms, black eye holes covered by heavy brows. One claw could fit maybe. Was that enough? The monster approached. Vivi stepped aside and circled it. She couldn't run. Deeper meant worse monsters. She had to win here. Vines shot out. Vivi dodged the first, blocked the second. The third wrapped around her and lifted her off the ground. No, she shouted. She summoned her sword and hacked at the vine. The angle was horrible. The vine was tough. Lucius flooded her with ether to keep her ribs from breaking. Then he burst from her core and flew straight for the monster's eyes. He plunged his claws into one eye hole. The monster cracked and groaned, vines thrashing. Lucius yanked out his claws and stabbed again. The monster swung its club at its own face. Lucius dodged. The monster smashed itself and lost balance, crashing to the ground. Lucius kept striking the eye hole. The stone leaf struggled, arms too heavy to lift in time. Nothing protected it. The creature finally shattered into ether. Chapter complete. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe for more light novel adventures. Tune in for the next chapter.